Salutations, this is Crazed Kitsune, aka Khuma'zi Tayuun, and welcome to Paladin for Dummies, level 60. In this video, I will be covering the new abilities available to Paladin at level 60 that they didn't have at level 50, and how these will affect such things as your rotation and just overall general play. With that over with, let's get to the action. Sort of. At level 52, you can get Sheltron. This is a 5-second recast ability, which... oh, actually, there's a couple traits. At level 52, you get Oath Mastery, which gives you your Oath gauge. Each time you land an auto attack in Sword Oath, Oath gauge will be generated. Well, you will get 5 charge into your Oath gauge. When you have Shield Oath active, you will gain 5 charge every time you block an attack. If you switch your active Oath, your current Oath gauge value will be cut in half. And at level 60, you gain Enhanced Vitality 3, which gives you 24 vitality, so that's more health. Now, let's get to the skills. At level 52, you gain Sheltron, which is a 5-second cooldown ability. It will guarantee that you block the next attack coming your way. It will also restore some of your MP. This buff lasts for 10 seconds, or until you block an attack, and it consumes 50 Oath gauge. This is why you get that trait at the same level. At level 54, you acquire Goring Blade, a global cooldown weapon skill with a TP cost of 50. Its base potency is 100, and Riot Blade is a combo action for it, allowing it to be combo potency 250. If you use it in a combo, it also applies a potency 60 damage over time that lasts for 21 seconds. This effectively gives you a full damage combo through your Riot Blade, which was previously a stunted damage combo and your primary MP restorative ability. At level 56, you get Divine Veil, which is a 2-minute cooldown. Upon activation, you have a 30-second buff on you, which, as soon as you receive healing via magic, either from yourself or from another party member, it will create a barrier on all party members within 15 yalms of you. You don't get a barrier, but the rest of your party does, unless they change that. This barrier is equal to 10% of your maximum health and will last for 30 seconds or until it absorbs enough damage to be destroyed. Apologies for the clicking, that's me muting my mic whenever I have to cough up a lung or whatever, because my throat sort of hates me. But Divine Veil is basically just an extension of you doing your job of protecting your party. Of course, if you're outside the 15 yalm radius, there's no point in activating Divine Veil. There will be times when you're tanking a boss so big, you're going to be too far away from your party for it to be of any use. I know. It's happened. At level 58, you get Clemency. This is a global cooldown spell that has a 1.5 second cast time. It has a 30 yalm range because it's a healing spell. It costs 2,121 MP at level 60. As you can see, I only have 5,215. It's a pretty heavy investment of MP. It's a 1200 potency heal, You can use it on yourself, or you can use it on a party member and receive 50% of the healing for yourself. And finally, at level 60, we have Royal Authority. This is a global cooldown weapon skill which costs 60 TP. It's a base potency of 100 and it combos off of Riot Blade. Yep, you have a second DPS combo ender. This one has a potency of 360. Essentially, if Goring Blade is active, you would use Riot Blade instead. But with all of that covered, since the striking dummies, I can't block attacks from them, ever, let's go stab some dummies. Let's see. We have those two. I might as well show off Divine Veil and Clemency now. I created a macro which notifies my party that I've used Divine Veil and asks for healing, specifically to encourage healers to set it off. Since it's in party chat, it won't happen anyway. And now, let's cast Clemency. Yeah, as you see, my Divine Veil was consumed, but I didn't get any shield, so it only affects your party members. But I can't demonstrate Sheltron until I have enough Oath Gauge, so let's just show off the new abilities. Let's start with Goring Blade. That's nice and brutal looking. And now, Royal Authority. Isn't that pretty? And now I can use Sheltron. Next attack, guaranteed to be blocked. And yeah, that consumed 50 Oath Gauge. It's literally that simple. What these changes mean is that once you've established your hate and you have the time to spare, you can throw Goring Blade and Royal Authority for some extra damage. And if you are in Shield Oath, as you can see there, I went from 15 to 8 because it apparently rounds down instead of up. But since I'll be spending most of my time in Shield Oath, I will be relying on blocking to build up my gauge, which Bulwark will help with that. And the fact that I don't have to be facing the enemy to block their attacks, and the fact that magic can be blocked, I should hopefully be blocking enough things to build enough Oath Gauge to use Sheltron. If not, it's not the end of the world, because you're not going to be using an insane amount of MP all the time. In fact, you don't need Clemency that often. You can use it to self-heal, to allow your healer a little breathing room. But in general, her MP management isn't going to be super desperate, oh my god, I need Sheltron. But if you have enough to use Sheltron, and you are engaged in combat, you might as well use Sheltron and get the block, get the MP, and of course, get the guaranteed 5 Oath Gauge. Now, if you are off-tanking as a Paladin, you're going to be building your Oath Gauge no matter what. And you can throw up a Sheltron for any time an attack is going to be hitting you that you are just going to get hit by, simply because why not reduce the damage you're going to take and get back some of your MP that you possibly used on... Well, actually, you probably aren't going to be using your MP on much of anything as the off-tank. But, yeah, you still use your hate combo with a fair amount of regularity when you are the main tank, and you would use your Goring Blade combo and Royal Authority combos when you have plenty of hate security, just so you can do a little extra damage, get the enemies to die a little faster. If you're in Shield Oath, you're still generating a decent amount of hate off of this, so it's still, you know, a decent amount of aggro hold. And of course, Divine Veil allows you to protect your teammates a little more thoroughly. Heck, if you need to, you can pop Divine Veil and then just Clemency yourself. But those are all of the new skills. They're fairly straightforward. Some more DPS abilities for if you're off tanking or just have the free time to do it during main tanking. Your Oath Gauge consuming Sheltron, and your ability to heal yourself and others, and create a shield for your allies. All very useful. And that's sort of the point of Paladin. You are built around defense. You have powerful defensive cooldowns, you have the ability to defend your teammates from taking damage in a couple of different ways, and the ability to defend them from death by healing them. I like Paladin. It's my second favorite tank. Dark Knight is my favorite. But with that, I hope this video has been informative and helpful to you. If it hasn't, well, I have done my level best to be of assistance to you, and I apologize that I wasn't. Until my next video, goodbye.